Hello and welcome to No Offense But with Anthony and Eileen. On today's show, we're interviewing hip-hop artist LaRue Marlowe. But first, let's talk about our Yankees. How about them Yankees?
In first place, they were playing when we started. I don't know if they were losing that game. But going into the game, 7.5 games
ahead of
in
Boston.
first place ahead of Boston. So.
And our last show, you predicted we would be, what, 1 game behind, and we're 7.5 ahead.
So once again, I was right with my prediction. Only 8.5 games, right?
No, and we swept Boston.
That was very good.
And I was at one of the games, the game where we won 5-0. And it's interesting because even though you're winning 5-0, it's a Boston game. The whole time it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's very tense. So my prediction now, because this will air probably like the 3rd week in September, is the Yankees will have a major collapse. I'm saying last place. Worst record in baseball.
Don't you say that, knock on whatever this is. Don't
Worst record
that.
in baseball. I'm not wishing it. That's just my prediction. No or no?
I'm really upset.
Or not.
But the day I went to the game, Kate Hudson was there, and Goldie and Kurt. And I could have gotten, a friend of mine could have got me in a suite, but it was just to hang out with strangers and drink champagne, which I love drinking champagne. But I went to a game with real friends, and like the Yankees.
Because you usually go with fake friends, right?
No, but
as soon as you go home, they talk about you behind your back. Is that how that usually works out?
Real friends probably do that. Don't you do that with your real friends?
No, I love my friends. If you're watching, friends, I love you. I would never do that.
He is so full of it. He's talked about all of you to me. I know so much dirt on every single one of you. But anyway, when it comes to a game like that, I would much rather be with people that feel as passionate as opposed to just hanging out.
No, it's true. It's not like fake Yankee fans.
Yeah, that's really annoying that they're just at the game just because it's Yankee Red Sox. And but people are saying that Kate Hudson is his good luck charm, unlike what's her name, Simpson. I'm losing my mind.
Marge Simpson? You talking about the Simpsons? Who are you talking about?
Jessica Simpson and Tony Romo.
Oh, Tony Romo, yeah.
Unlike Marge Simpson, Homer is not a good baseball player when Marge is around.
I saw him. I saw when he played baseball. There was an episode where he did that. It was awful.
And it was because Marge was
terrible. She brought him down.
If Kate Hudson was at Homer's game, she would have played really well.
But then, so I guess I'm wrong. So maybe it's not. I thought if it was the Hookers,
it's Kate.
If A-Rod stayed with the Hookers, it would help him produce. But maybe it's not. Maybe it's Kate.
All right, I want to talk about comedian Mitch Hedberg.
Yes.
Don't say anything yet.
Okay, I won't say nothing.
So I'm home watching Comedy Central, and I saw this comedian Mitch Hedberg, and this is the funniest comedian I ever saw. Crying, laughing, loving him. I call Anthony and his lovely wife, who is absolutely amazing, answered the phone. And I said, we have to get this guy on the show. I'm going to do anything to get him on the show. And she said, I'll tell Anthony you called. Anthony calls me to let him miss the show. He's like, you want to get Mitch Hedberg on the show? And I said, yes, he's amazing. He said, well, he's dead. You're going to have a tough time getting him on. You could have waited like 19 minutes until, for half an hour, I could have known.
Well, first of all, when you called my house, apparently I was channeling an old Jewish man because I don't know what that impression was you just did of me. That was awful. Sounded nothing like me.
Okay.
But second, Mitch Hedberg has been dead for many, many years.
Since March 2005. And so then I didn't believe you at first. So I was like, all right, let me go. And then I was like, all right, let me go look on Facebook. And I was like, he has 50,000 fans. He has to be alive. And then I was Googling again, and it said he has a new fan website, opened in June in 2009. I was like, oh, Anthony's wrong. And then I watched the whole show, and then
he's dead, see?
But he's really incredibly funny, and I can't believe I discovered someone 4 years after they died. I'm so up with the times. But I
heard you just recently got into some Michael Jackson songs, is that true? And just discovered him as an artist, is that right? Anything else you could relate on?
All right, I want to talk about the puppetry of the penis.